Hey y'all, and welcome back to Mulberry Branch Farm. My name is Ashley, and here on the farm we are experiencing normal June weather. It has been hot and humid, but it is not keeping us indoors because these chores around the farm have got to get done. It's been a really busy season and we have new life everywhere. I cannot wait to bring you all along to see what we've got going on here at Mulberry Branch Farm.
So we are bush hogging the field and Rex is using it like a racetrack. He's following the exact track where Mark's gone. He says there's no resistance. That song, I Can Run Faster with No Wind Resistance. Rex, easy! Rex! He's never been in the field with a bush hog before, so this is different for him. Well, there's something I never thought would happen. Pinky used to beat on him. But they're buddies now. He's got a treat though. He's got himself a dead sparrow that he's all about. You better not be growling at me for it, brother. All right, guys, so one of the things we're getting ready to do is I've kept 2 keeper bucks this year. I kept one of Pinky's boys, and I kept one, well, not one, Dreamer's only boy. But I've got a pen set up over here, and you can see these yahoos. They're hell-bent to knock down anything that I put up. So I am thinking that I will possibly need to put a T-post in here to keep them from really pushing it onto my panel fencing. And just pushing it over. The reason I'm doing this is because of this Yahoo. Yahoo's 1, 2, and 3, Yahoo 4. So Yahoo 4 has had a tendency to not be the best with younger goats. He loves to play. He's still a puppy. He just turned a year old. He does not look like a puppy. He's really big, but for livestock guardian dog standards, he's a pup. He was not trustworthy with them all the way, so ta-da! I'm actually taking his old house that he never used, and I'll be putting the young bucks in there. We're going to a show this weekend, and because I'm taking all of these bucks and Lovebug, who is just back here being a gentleman because he's the only gentleman I have in here, I'm taking all 4 of them to a show, and I don't know how he's going to react. He's never been without his goats, so tomorrow I'm going to bring down my keeper bucks and 1 buck that I'm going to be selling. And I'm going to put them down in here and I'm going to start housing them down here so that he gets used to them through the fence. But also, when we are gone for the show, which we will be staying overnight, he has something in his area, his pen, his territory to bond to and to protect. And it's a good time for him to just kind of get used to them. I don't think any of them are small enough to go through the panel fencing, but I will find out when my mom tells me, hey, you have bucks out. But this just gives him a chance to have the run of the pen while we're gone, but also that my bucklings are outside. They're starting to transition to their new area. They're getting used to him. They were super used to Rex. They're not really scared of dogs, but I just don't know how he's going to react with new introductions, because this would be one of his first introductions in his pen after he's been bonded to Yahoos 1, 2, 3, and 4. So he will be getting somebody to keep him company while he's gone. That's the only thing this year that I didn't really think about, is that these guys are bonded. Now Rex has 40 some goats in with him. He's got more than, he's probably got more like 50 goats in with him. And he's got more than enough to bond with and to keep him busy, but this guy does not with his 4 bucks. So I'm going to give him 3 while we leave, and this just gives it a chance for there to be a safe introduction, and for him also not to be panicked because his herd is gone. Is it a beard contest, babe? We got new hay feeders. Joe is not impressed, but the goats are impressed. Very impressed. Now, some of the things we're seeing with these is like right here. This is a no-no. We've already had a couple put 2 heads in at once and not be able to get out. But these guys are smaller, so adults plus littles is not a good thing. So we're gonna be adjusting these to look a little bit different. Who's coming?
Rosie, the one that keeps getting her head stuck.
Yeah, she keeps putting her head in and making issues. So as long as they don't want to come out at the same time, it's usually okay. But you guys can see, like, got a sandwich going on here trying to get to this hay, which is silly because it's literally not the only one in here. And Rex is trying to be cute in the corner there. Mark is fixing weak points in the stall, in the lofts. And you guys can see we've got another one in here. So I actually probably prefer these barrels done this way. You guys can see they're a lot longer. So you can have like 2 or 3 in at the same time, and it's not going to cause issues. So I think the one over there, I'm going to redo it to look a little bit more like this. Just join a couple of those. And then if we do circles, we do really, really small circles and lots of them where they can only get muzzles in. They can't get their whole face in because goats just are obsessed with trying to kill themselves, and they'll get in there 2 at a time and end up hurting one another, or, you know, worst case scenario, strangling each other out. So we're just out here in the barn on a very hot day in June. And guys, I have not been really doing a whole lot of filming. It's just been really busy. I haven't hardly been able to edit videos, but it's because we've been doing shows, we've been milking, we've had softball, family, church, all of those things that are just kind of asking for a little bit more of our time than they have in the past. I think this year so far in June, so this is the first weekend in June we haven't had a show. It is the 29th. So the last 3 weeks we've been at weekends. One of us or all of us have been at shows. We had 2 in May. We've got 2 to 3 in August. So I think July is going to be a slow month for us outside of county fair. And we're not taking any of our milkers for biosecurity reasons. We're just taking animals that are market animals that go on the truck. They don't come home. So then our herd is not exposed to biosecurity hazards from other herds that maybe don't test or are not as aware of sick goats as we are. Which right now, this weather has been wreaking havoc. It's very muggy, it's very humid, it's hot during the day, and it gets cold at night. So I'm dealing with lots of pneumonia this year. Pneumonia has been a really, really big thing in our herd. So I'm constantly watching. Now last year I did vaccinate for pneumonia and I didn't have any cases after I vaccinated. It just got away from me this year. So now I'm waiting for most of them to be well before I vaccinate. And when I do that, guys, I'll show you how I do it. But hopefully we'll come back to you with that. Lord. Something else I think I'm going to do with this is I've just right now got it tied with twine, which that's just not going to do it. I'm going to drill some holes right through here, maybe slats, and I'll be running ratchet straps from inside the barrel to around the posts and just really crank it down so that there's not a lot of give on the back of this, because Mark is great for solving little problems with easy solutions. We just got a screw right here that's kind of holding up the twine so that this can't move a whole lot, so that it can't go back and forth. How does this make you feel? Broke?
Yeah. It's an expensive trailer full.
Yeah, but it's all in one trip this year. So
this guy always has good hay.
Yeah.
If you look at the quality, he dries it well. He uses it for horses. It definitely works for our goats.
Yeah. So what we've got here, guys, is we've got grass, like a Timothy orchard mix, along with some alfalfa in there, and the goats love it. We've been buying from this guy for the last 3 years.
And this is the first year he brought to us. He didn't want to have to worry about we're unloading the trailer. We're like, we'll take all of it. So,
well,
300 bales.
And you can't say no when it's like, we could just get it all the way done. I asked him, like, hey, we're ready to come get 100 bales. And he's always such a good guy. He's like, I've got 300 on a trailer. I'll just bring it to you. And he brought it to us without any charge for delivery. We did pay him extra for delivery, even though he was not wanting to let us do that. But you guys can see a loft. It's empty. And I bought, I think 300, maybe 350 last year. And I've just dropped the last bales this week. It is the second week in July. So the hay goes a long ways, but I just keep hoarding goats. So we think we'll probably end up picking up another 100 from someone down the road that's got a more thick orchard. orchard oat and alfalfa, more alfalfa than what we're used to, and it's a little bit greener for my milkers. But oh my gosh, I feel so much more broke, but at the same time, like, it's nice getting this all done. So we're all in here getting ready to get moving. It's hay day, guys. It's hay day. Joe's queen of the hay. Yay. Be very careful. Just drop it. Just push it off the edge.
Stop. You're stressing me out.
You can sit down, push it with your feet too.
That's what I'm trying to do. Watch out. This middle one's gonna come
I'll
out.
catch it. You're all right. Good solid Bale, son.
I'm trying to figure out where all these go. So, if I get this one out.
Yep, any of them. Whichever one works for you.
That one's long ways. You might as well just tip her. There you go.
Flip her on over. Perfect. Perfect. All right.
Yeah, just roll it this way if you can.
Roll it off.
There you go. Good job.
I got
He's
it.
all right.
Right there, honey. Sticks getting all the hay in your face.
Well, I guess I should stop filming, shut up, and get up there and start stacking. Joe's like, yeah, Mom. Get up there and start stacking. Okay. We got 255. This is the second bale, second wall behind me. I'm starting on the third. And you can see maybe out there, I don't know if you guys can, but there's only about 45 more bales left. And I am so happy. But seriously, y'all, you want to try the iron or the fire you got in your kid, you put them on hay. Yeah, look at that. You put them on hay. If you ever question if they're mentally strong, physically strong, just put them on hay. Put them on something hard labor, because she has been killing it. Proud mama. Proud papa. He's very proud of her. Oh, big chickens. Oh, big meat chickens. How are we this morning, boys? Hello. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? We got our Cornish rock cross meat birds out here today, getting ready to move their tractor to some nice fresh pasture. They are getting finished with grain, but we have our second butchering class here on farm with these chickens, and I'm kind of excited about it, but I'm also really excited to be relieved from moving the tractor 1 to 2 times a day, feeding so much. And I don't think we'll be running another group for a class. I might run another group, maybe of 10 just for us, depending on like where these guys get me in canning and freezing. But yeah, it's been something new on our farm, is inviting people out and having classes. And I think that it works really well to teach people sustainable skills. And it's something that's we're very driven here on the farm to do, because not enough people know how to do these things. And when push comes to shove and you're hungry, it's better to have the knowledge that you haven't had to utilize, rather than not have the knowledge and do something completely wrong that can impact you or your family's health because you're not butchering or processing correctly.
That's it for now, y'all. We're at the end of June and July is right around the corner, and we have Miss Tulip here is getting ready to have babies. Make sure that you tune in with us so that you can follow along with our story. We're so happy you spent time with us today. Leave us a like, drop us a comment, and subscribe. But in the meantime, y'all, we hope that you are all staying safe out there and being kind to one another. We'll catch you in the next one. God bless you. Bye, y'all.